Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Phase Lock Life. If you are new here, welcome to the Lock Star family. And if you are one of my Lock Stars, welcome back to yet another video, guys. I am so happy to be back here again with another video. And to be honest with you guys, this was prompted by one of my commenters on my last video. So y'all better thank Plumber CRS1386, I believe that is. Yep, I think that's what it is. And because she asked me to, she hoped that I come back soon with some products and different things that I am using for my hair. And as I said in the last video, I am doing a henna treatment, guys, and the henna treatment came. So I decided to come back here with you guys and open it up with you. So this just came in the mail. It was sitting there since yesterday, child. Just got to it. But anyways, I decided I'll come in front of you guys. We'll open up the packet. I'll let you know what I plan to do, what products I'm going to use when I do that process. And we'll just talk a little bit about some of the stuff that was said in some of the comments and stuff like that, which I think will be really good because there were some good discussions there, and we will go ahead and go over that. So what we're going to do, I ended up running out today, guys. It's all rainy and messy here now where I'm at. But I actually like the rain. It doesn't bother me at all. And surprisingly, so many people were outside. I was like, what y'all doing out here? I thought I was the only one who like rain like this. But anyways, I can't be the rain hog, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But anyways, let's get to opening this pack and see what I have, okay? All right, so basically what I do is I tend to get the henna sets. I buy the henna sets because I like to just go ahead and get all of the products that I want to get all together at one time. You can buy them separately, but because I do the two-step process, which is I just color my hair black. So there is a two-step process when you're doing the henna two-step. There's two steps. You got to do the henna, then you got to do the indigo. So it's better to just go ahead and do the set. Let me, so in my kit, I usually get, and pretty much in the packs, it goes by grams, and then the grams go by how much hair you have. So I pretty much get 100 grams in my packets, and you'll see that once I open it. Okay, guys, so in here it's like you get the paper and it'll be the kit telling everything that is in there. This particular one I got was the henna for black hair. This is the kit I purchased, and like I said, I got this because what's really good about this is that it covers gray too. Like, I mean, really good. I don't have a whole bunch of gray, but like I said, my perimeter has it, and I like cover it up with like whatever I have, like little sometimes I might use, like, they got sprays you can use, like I think I showed in one of my other videos before. Sometimes I use black eyeliner gel or a dark black eyeshadow, whatever I have sometimes in between, that's what I use. And then right here, what I like is that they will give you all the directions on everything to use to mix this with. Yeah, it'll give you every single thing that you need to mix it. And this is sourced from a good place, so you got to remember, whenever you do it, if you do decide to use henna, make sure you get it from a good source, guys. And I always tell y'all about mahandi.com, but I'm not going to be giving them too much advertising, honey, because they are not writing a check yet, girl. So once they start doing that and everything, you know what I'm saying, I will promote them like how it should be promoted. But until then, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, if somebody really wants to know, y'all can put it in a little description and I could send it to you to your personal stuff, because like I said, they gonna have to, you know, get up some coins if they want all this free advertisement from me. But anyways, in the pack, what you're gonna get is the Rastastani Twilight And this is a really good product. Like I said, it covers grays really good. This is about 100 grams. This is considered 100 grams, and it usually covers the length of my hair. If you're like maybe halfway, like maybe to your collarbone or something like that, you would probably use 50 grams, half of this, because it does mix up a lot. Because you gotta understand, you're gonna be mixing liquid with this, and then it kind of and it's just going to expand more. You'll just have more. It's not like it's going to expand, but you will have more product. So this pretty much generally covers like somewhat with my length. And then of course, if your hair is shorter than a collarbone and you're going up here, then you're going to use like a quarter of the pack. So this is the henna portion of it. So you're going to end up, once I go ahead and mix this sits for 12 hours, right? And then like, so overnight, so usually I do it, mix it the day before. You're gonna make sure you're using like a glass bowl when you mix this, or something like stainless steel. I think it's stainless steel. I know it's glass. Plastic's gonna stain, so you want to, yeah, something like stainless steel or glass, if I'm not mistaken, that you're going to mix this in. I'm gonna probably use glass this time for this. And then, so that's the henna portion, and then you're gonna end up with the indigo. This is the indigo one. That's gonna be the second step process. With the henna, with this particular one, once that's on, once you get that all the way on your hair, you know, you just kind of mold your hair around. You wrap it with plastic wrap. You're gonna use the regular plastic wrap. Wrap it around, make sure it's fully covered, and then I usually just take a plastic cap, like that you old school, like when you go to the hairdressers and stuff, and you put your plastic cap on when you getting like a conditioner done, stuff like that. Do that. And if you want to kind of heat it up to keep kind of that process of getting it going even more, you could put a winter hat on. So that's a tip. You can just go ahead and put just your little winter cap on that, and that's going to go ahead and generate a lot of heat, so that to allow that staining to get on that hair, okay? And then to help make sure you're gonna get that full coverage of the gray as well, okay? You're gonna keep that on your hair for about 3 to 4 hours. You could do at least as 2, but they say 2 to 3 hours. I usually let mine set about 3.5. But it really doesn't matter if you did have it on for longer. Say you're doing some errands or whatever you're doing, and it's on a longer time. It's not going to be a big deal, because this is all natural product, so it's not going to be no harm to your hair. But I generally do 3 hours of the henna first, and then you go back and then you mix your. Oh, wait a minute. One thing. Also, they're going to have this powder here that is mixed in that. I forgot that. This is called the Maluma Crystallovino powder. I don't know how to pronounce this name, guys. But it's this powder that you're going to actually mix in with the henna, okay? And this is going to help kind of just boost that. It comes in a pack. Okay, so that powder does go with that. But then after that, with this, to enhance the indigo, when you're doing this, you're going to add a little bit of sea salt. A little sea salt helps to boost this product up, so you can get that rich dark black powder. And then also along with the sea salt, you're going to put, and these are sold separately, so you can't get, these are not included in the package, but this is the CMC powder. And then what that does is help to smooth the indigo powder out, because this is a bit grainy. And you're just going to use distilled water with this, so you're going to have to do some distilled water. If you don't have it, I use spring water. I don't make a big deal out of that. And then, yeah, so once you mix this in there, I use about a pack with this, because it's 100 grams. Along with the sea salt, and then that'll smooth that right out. Put that on for an hour. So the indigo only goes on for an hour. It pretty much kind of stops processing after that. So that is going to be that. Once I am done with my whole process of it sitting there, and I'm done with my indigo, I go behind it and shampoo it. I've been using this shampoo, and this is Shiny Silver Ultra, but it used to be called back in the day Shimmering Lights. They probably still have Shimmering Lights. You probably could catch it on, maybe purchase it on Amazon or something like that, but it was so long ago. But it looked the same purple, or maybe they just updated the name. That's probably what it is, because I used that so long ago. But anyways, I actually like this. I like the way it feels on my hair. And what it says is shampooing revitalizes Eliminates yellow and brassiness and white and gray hair. Instantly restores brightness. So around here, I like to do that anyways before I hit it, so that everything is just gonna soak right up. You know, it'll be able to adhere to it, you know, nice and clean. You want to make sure your hair is nice and clean before you henna your hair, because you want to make sure that you're able to get everything on it. And kind of shampooing with this, so I guess you could do like a pre-shampoo before you do your henna. I'm probably going to end up doing that anyways, just to make sure, because I have a little bit of spray color, different things like that on my hair. So I want to make sure I'm starting off on clean hair, and then you're going to want to do that as well, so that you get the best results from your henna. But also with this, I didn't realize that it says enhances blonde and revitalizes bleach frosted and blonde tinted hair. I never read that. That is so crazy. I can't believe after all this time I used this, that I never realized that blonde people with blonde hair or frosted tips or whatever, this actually works for them too. So okay, there you go. Whatever girls doing them frosted tips and blonde hair, you use that. So I'll go ahead and wash my hair, and then after that, from the hair store, use whatever deep conditioner you like, or whatever it is that works for your hair. But for me, I ended up finding, and I use different things sometimes, but lately I just found these two products. These are kind of open because I ended up using them. This is a tea tree one. And I got this from the hair store. These were like $2 or $3 a pack or something like that. It's hair and scalp treatment mask, and this refreshes and soothes all hair types. And this one is made with tea tree oil and rosemary. And because we want to grow this hair out, girl, do everything we can, I'll use this one. I like it. Your hair tingles. You really feel the feels from this one. So I think I'm going to end up going back and getting more. I have enough in here between this one and this one to actually do my whole hair. I'm going to just pretty much focus more on my scalp and everything anyway. So hopefully I'll definitely put this all on my scalp and everything to make sure I'm getting everything. And then I'll just go behind it. This is another one I ended up trying. This is an intense deep conditioner. And it says it maintains and protects curls or whatever. This one is made with coconut oil, argan oil, and vitamin E. That's kind of funny, because usually I'm not, for whatever reason, I'm not a big argan oil girl. I must not have really read that well, because I don't really mess with argan oil like that. Not that it's anything wrong. Maybe some people, you know, it works well for them. But to me, I don't feel like argan oil really does much to my hair, to be honest with you. And then, like I said, as far as the oil, if I feel like by the time I'm done with that process, my hair is feeling pretty good. And then I just kind of like to go behind my scalp a little bit with like this oil right here, my jojoba oil. And as you can see, child, I need another bottle. But to be fair, I have been actually using this on some of my clients. Like they like it, so I use it on them, girl. You know, I be treating my clients real good, so I'll sometimes use some of my own product stuff like that. Now, so that's going to be it right there, ladies, as far as the updated stuff that I'm doing with my hair. After I do the henna, I'm probably going to go ahead and look through my hair and see whatever might need to be retightened, because I notice now by kind of feeling in there that like some parts of it needs to be retightened. And with my hair too, it's like a little bit off schedule. Well, I won't say off schedule, but what I mean is at different schedules, because it's like I tend to do my back first. So my back, I can feel just by feeling my hair is ready for retightening. This usually is around week 6 for me. And I'm going to talk about that with one of my clients as well, because we were talking about, I mean, not my clients, but one of my commenters, because that's what she was talking about, like the weeks and stuff that she's going back to and all this and all that kind of stuff while I was out, guys. And in lieu of getting back a little bit real quick to this, so let's get to the comments of what some of my commenters said, and then we'll speak on that, okay? So we're going to go back to Plumber CRS1386. I'm going to go back to your comment and kind of go through it. And I know you said that you wish that I had went more in depth in the article. And that's also why I left the link, because I wanted to, because it kind of goes into a little bit of other different things, right? So we talked about the causes and some of the tips and stuff like that, but it really will start going into make mental health your priority. And I will read this part because I kind of feel like that really is important. Like, just for women in general, like for us, for women in general, but a lot for us black women in our community, how we are and how we put so much on ourselves that really stress us out, whether it's taking care of grandma, the kids, the husbands, whatever it is, our community, we do put a lot. So it said make mental health a priority. So all of it connects in terms of like, because if that ain't right, you're not gonna, this ain't gonna be right. You ain't gonna be keeping up your hair right or this and that. Because why? You're on the back burner. You're not putting yourself first. You're putting everybody else first. So a lot of times our stuff gets jacked up. And next thing you know, we balding and thinning because we ain't doing what we supposed to do. So in this part of it, I will say it says part of the challenge in getting care is the cultural belief that only people who are crazy or weak seek mental health professionals. There's a feeling in a lot of the black communities that women have to be strong and stoic, which that it does happen to us. Richard explains women are so busy taking care of everyone else, their partners, their elderly parents, and their children, they don't take care of themselves. However, women should be reminded that attending to their own needs, whether physical or emotional, does not mean you are weak. It makes you better able to care for your loved ones in the long run, and also your own self and your hair, and that includes your hair, your body, your mind, spirit, everything, right? So it starts talking a lot more in depth about, it'll get into mental health also as well, and different things, because one thing connects to the other thing. But what I will do about that is I will make sure in future things, if it involves articles and everything, I'll try to just make a point to make it more, talk a lot more about like the entire article. But again, that's why I ended up putting the link for those who wanted to go ahead and read more about it. So it's definitely there. You can really read everything else and just what it gets more into. But you also talked about your retightenings and how I guess maybe you were saying you was doing them a little bit too soon, but then, or that you was at 8 weeks, but then you ended up extending them out to like, I think the longest was 10 weeks. And then when you did that, it was too long. And then they ended up marrying them, and then you had to end up combining a few. Well, that doesn't surprise me that happened to you, because for one, even the sister locks in the rule book, you only supposed to do retighten your hair between 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, so with me, my sweet spot is between 6 and 7 weeks. Now, some people might still think that is a little bit too soon or whatever that is, but for me, that works for my hair, and also I take care of my own hair. So give or take, it just depends. Once I get to that 6 weeks, I'll see where my hair is. If I feel like I can extend it out a 7 week, then I may do that. But the reason why I do that is because I feel like it keeps up with the integrity of the lock. It's, just the whole integrity of the lock. And then also I kind of feel like 8 weeks from my hair tends to be like a little bit too much. It tends to start looking a little bit too frizzy or whatever that is. And I don't, or it just too like kind of just for my taste, I just don't I just kind of feel like it starts to get a little bit into the integrity of the lock, so I tend not to do the whole 8 weeks. So that's just where I stand, and everybody's gonna just kind of be individualized on that thing. So do whatever you feel is right for your particular hair, but just know the duration is between 4 weeks, 8 weeks. Now, I would definitely say 4 weeks is just too soon. Like for me, you got some high maintenance people, women or whatever, that just don't like any type of new growth showing whatsoever. So remember, every month you're going to get a half an inch to about an inch if you're a fast grower. Most people do a half an inch. Some people don't even want the half an inch showing. So if you want those people, like, more power to you, if y'all a big balling like that or whatever. But just know that can potentially be a little bit of over retightening, and your hair will, you will see the effects of that with the if you retighten that often. Okay. And then you talked about the dermatologist recommendation and medication that you were using, and I'm going to have that on the screen, the spirolactone. And I'm glad you talked about that, guys. And that's why I put the name of this on the screen, because she also said that when she spoke to her PCP, she found out that this was a type of medication that actually affects your kidneys, and that is serious business right there, guys. You don't want to be. I know we all want our hair, but goddamn, we need our kidneys too. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be utilizing something that is going to affect your kidneys. And I'm glad that you did opt against that, Plumber CRS. I'm glad you opt against that. You did also mention that she said try the men's Rogaine at 5%. I never thought to do that. I actually thought about it and everything like that, but I never actually looked into it. But I always was going to use the women's. I never thought to even consider using the men's ones. So if you have any experience with that, though, you said I think you said, if I'm correct, that you are using Rogaine. If you are and you're using the men's version, put that below to let us know. Just let us know how that's working for you. Because maybe some people, guys, she's saying the men's ones, guys. I mean, if it's working, then let us know. You know what I'm saying? So there is that, and it was a whole lot more, but I think that was kind of the meat and potatoes of what you were saying. But I also want to opt in, and since I just did a little food haul while I was out, I went to shopping and stuff like that. So I want us to also remember just to keep in mind about drinking your water. Make sure you're doing all of that. And then I just ended up getting some stuff that I feel like is good. I tend to do these shots, so I haven't here and there, and I'll get them. I wish I could have them every day, but I don't. But this is my turmeric ginger shot. This is usually I'll take these in the morning, and I didn't have anything. One thing that you need to know, right? So say you didn't eat in the morning or do anything like I have not. I've just been running around, and it's 2:18 right now. So the key is whenever you do decide to eat, put the good stuff in first. So if you're going to have something else that's not as healthy or whatever it is, long as you get this in first, your body's going to soak the good stuff up first. Then the other stuff won't really have that much room for to get up in there like that. So that's kind of the key to that. And even when you're eating, have your salads first, and then eat the other stuff on your plate so that the good stuff gets in first. And then that's going to help with everything in your body, including your hair. So also I got this one, and I did this is because I need a cleanse, child. This is the cucumber celery. This one, grapefruit, green chard, and lettuce, child. Don't think it's going to be all that's a child. It's going to be, you might not like the taste, but it is good for your body. I need a cleanse. I haven't. Look, in the past couple of weeks, I wasn't eating like I was supposed to, so this girl needs a cleanse. And if you want to trick your mind a little bit more, honey, put it in a little glass, girl. Put it in a cute little glass, child. I sit around and pour that in that glass. You got to trick your mind, child. That is how it works. So that's what I be doing. So I got a couple of those. I got another one of these. So for the next couple of days, I have that. And then I ended up getting this one. Which one is this? This one is vitamin C and D3. This was new. I never purchased this one before, so I also got this one because vitamin C and D3 is good for us guys too. If you're not outside getting enough sun and all that other kind of stuff, make sure you're doing your D3. And then get your little stuff, apples for the fiber. I got me a couple little apples here. And then I gotta pair me and my dog. I even feed my little Maddie some of them pears, honey. That is her favorite fruit. I got me a little potato for later on because I ended up getting me a rotisserie chicken. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna actually air fry some fries. I'm gonna cut those up, put a little olive oil, season them up a little bit, and have it alongside with my rotisserie chicken and a salad. That is gonna be my dinner tonight, y'all. That's what I'm doing now. This is where it comes in with the cheating a little bit, because tomorrow morning when I wake up for breakfast, guess what I'm having, y'all? It ain't that great, y'all, but it's going to be some biscuits, child. It's going to be some biscuits. I didn't want to buy a cake. I did not want to buy a cake because the other option was I was looking at the donuts and all that kind of stuff. I said, what you can do is go home, bake these uh, biscuits in the morning. Don't eat too many of them. Put a little bit of your preserved strawberry preserve that was naturally no preservatives, nothing. That, or you can do it like Grandma used to do it and put a little bit of that 100% maple syrup on there. Well, she used to use molasses syrup, but I'm going to do a little bit of. See, I'm doing it healthier. I'm using maple syrup instead of molasses. Okay, that was good when my grandma used to do that molasses syrup. Hey, that's more calories, but this is how I'm not all the way there yet, guys. I'm getting there. But look at the juices I bought. So, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I might snack a little bit on some little olives. I like that. If I kind of want a little bit of a salt taste, because I don't like a lot of salt. And that's another thing if you're making rice or something like that, and you want to use some salt and don't want to add that salt. Any salt I use is going to be the sea salt anyways, but if you do, just go ahead and add a couple of olives. I learned that from a Spanish lady I grew up with, and that'll give you your little salt. So you can have the rice, put your little bit of olive oil, whatever you use, but then when you want a little taste of the salt, just eat an olive with your rice. And I'm telling you, get little hits of salt, and that's gonna satisfy you. I like chocolate, but what I do too is I get the organic dark chocolate. I usually buy this one. This is $2.99. It's a real good chocolate, child. But the key to when you want some chocolate, you got to make sure it's made with over 70% cocoa in there. Usually I get the 85%, girl, and that's a little bit bitter, but that's better for you if you want to have a little taste of chocolate, okay? So that's a little tip there tonight as well. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to save this. I had planned on coming right home and eating these, but I didn't. This is my sushi. This is just a California roll, girl. I'm a fake sushi eater, child. I'll be eating that raw stuff. But that right there, I'm going to have, but I'm gonna actually probably wait till, well, if I do eat this, then I'll have to have dinner a little bit later, maybe around 7:30 at the latest. I really want to get to the point where I'm stopping at 7, but you know, I'll probably, if I decide to eat that, okay, if I decide, I might hold it for tomorrow because I don't have a lunch plan for tomorrow. So I think I might just go with just doing my juices real quick. Like I got my little shot in my juice, and then just wait for dinner, right? So now, with that said, I'm going to go back to these last two people on the commenters that made a comment, and I just want to kind of put some things out there, guys. Okay, so shout out to Ms. JoJo6424, and the reason why I definitely wanted to get to your comment as well is because, first of all, congratulations on your 5 years. 5 years, girl, that's a long time to be down with the family, right? Because this is a journey. We all know this is a journey, so for you hanging in there for 5 years, girls, kudos to you. That's big now. And like you said, I 100% agree with you. Being proactive is going to be the key, guys. We're going to have to stop just doing the stuff that we're doing. We're going to have to stop. We're going to have to do better. It's like when you know better, do better. We're going to just have to stop doing that, because if we are not proactive with our hair, then it's going to end up being, the number is just going to grow more and more from 50% to 60 and 70. And before you know, if we ain't making no change, all of us going to be thinned out, no hair, and just have to resort to these different things that, like wigs or whatever it is. Like, you'll get to the point where you will have to resort to that if we don't stop. And it doesn't make any sense, because we do have the knowledge now. We do have the information that can help us to turn this around. And so there's really no excuse. Like, I mean, because if it goes there, then you gotta look at the woman in the mirror, the man in the mirror, you know, because there's consequences to what we do, guys. So that right there, being proactive, I absolutely agree with you, Ms. JoJo, on that. And then also too, another exciting thing. Plumber CRS and also Ms. JoJo, y'all both spoke about Miss Melissa Blake, honey, and asking, well, Melissa, you asked did I know of her, and then yes, I do know of her. I actually knew of her from years ago. Actually, when I first started my lock journey, before I even started the lock journey, I saw her online, and she's one of the people that I had been following for a long time, even before I got my locks. But once I did get my locks, I liked so much like what she was doing with her clients there and everything like that, that I actually just reached out to her through text. And then I actually would text back and forth with her and was telling her that, you know, if I was out in London, that she would have been my loctician. I'm serious. Like, I had already knew how skilled Melissa was from years ago. Like, so yes, I definitely know who Melissa is. I don't know her personally, which one of these days, I'll talk a little bit about that. But Miss Jojo, you said that you're going to be sending your information out to Melissa based on the new locking method that she has. It's no tools. It's just based on using your hands. So I'm sure it's some type of locking thing that you're going to be able to do, and that you'll have better results with your locks. I agree in terms of, like, I know what she means in terms of, like, our hair doesn't grow like in a grid. Like, our hair patterns just don't grow in a grid type of way. So it's kind of, she's been doing this for a very long time, and she's coming up with some stuff. Very, very smart lady, and they are obviously having some success over there with this new method that she's come up with. I haven't looked into it yet, but I definitely do plan on doing it. I actually connected with another lock star out there in London, For Lock Sakes, my girl. Hey, shout out to For Lock Sakes. She also knows Melissa. I believe they're friends, because when they're on phone number basis, they friends. So I believe that is her friend. I plan on, we even talked about, I know I had discussed with For Lock's Sake about doing a meetup out there. I told my daughter about it, so me and her is definitely interested in doing a meetup out in London. And For Lock's sakes, if that does happen, I am hoping in a perfect world next year, 2024, maybe for my birthday, maybe later down in the year, or maybe the main trip, like hopefully if I'm able to do like just like the one trip, even if it's London, then I'll be down to do that. I will connect with you though, to try to see how we can get together. I definitely want Melissa to be there. She is a big hit. If she doesn't know, let her know that she is getting traction over here in the US, honey. Her name is ringing out. Everybody is knowing about Melissa. Tell her she got a little fan club out here in the USA, okay? So we loving Melissa out here, okay? And I would love to meet her and to be able to really just chop it up with her and see what is going on with how y'all are doing things out there. I would love to see the new method. So just know that if that's able to happen for 2024, I will be contacting you For Lock's sakes. And that goes for any of the other lock stars out here. If you guys are willing, like if I get this date up and stuff, and you all are willing to do a meetup out in London with Melissa Blake and For Lock's sakes, guys, we can make that happen. Like, we don't just have to talk about it. We literally can make that happen, okay? So just let me know if you guys are interested in that, and then we can really get serious about doing that, all right? I'm just saying, because either way it goes, I'm going, and I'm going to meet Melissa. I'm going to, we going to meet her, and whatever lock stars are out there, okay? So we're gonna do that. So thank you for mentioning that you're gonna go ahead and send your information out to Melissa, and make sure, Miss Jojo, that you keep us updated on that process, because it seems as though you're trying to go in that direction. Please make sure you keep the lock stars, us over here, updated on your process with that, because who knows? Hey, I mean, because if that's working, we might be not far behind you, okay? So make sure you do that. And the last person I wanted to shout out is Promo Stick Reality TV. Hey, shout out to you, Promo Stick Reality TV, for always coming and letting me know that you are watching my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Because I see you, and I really, really appreciate you for that, guys. And also, if you all like mukbang channels, she and her husband is over there doing mukbangs, and the food looks just divine, honey. It looks really delicious. So if you enjoy that type of entertainment, go over to Promo Stick Reality TV and go check them out as well. I'm sure you enjoy their channel as well. So anyways, let me make sure I just wrote down the last couple of minute things. I just want to make sure I get everything down. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to kind of bring up is that as the new year is coming to an end, guys, and we are starting to go into our other new years, I just did a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys, and just an idea. I did some little time capsule like things. I'm a little bit more I'm very creative, a creative type of person, and I tend to do a lot of little creative things. So I made these time capsule jars. This was my 2022 a time capsule jar, and what you can do is you just put different things that have happened between. You can decorate your jars, and then you can put whatever it means to you. You can put little notes in here. You see little change and little different things, because the little change that's at the bottom of this jar for 2022, literally the day of 2022, as I went out and walked my dog, I found this change on the ground. So I just put it right in my jar, and that signified that I'm gonna have some money throughout 2022, and it was okay. I was all right. Things was happening for me. Ain't where I want to be abundantly yet, but I was okay, guys. So, and then just different little things that you do, you can put that in there, and it's kind of fun just being able to kind of look over your year and see how far you've gone or see what you need to do. This one for 2023, it was like my little goal here was like treat yourself like a queen, and that meant self-care, all these different things. And I really like that too, because I wrote some notes to myself when I was having hard days. Like I would just pull out a note and just read that, and it will uplift me sometimes and things like that. I made sure I wrote a lot of positive things in there, like everything is going to be okay, great things happen takes time. You meet amazing people all the time, just certain things like that. If I found little change as well, I got my little Beyonce ticket in here. I got like this little cute little thing that for my birthday at my job, they gave us all little gifts, so I threw that in there. Just all kind of little reminders. And I actually made this. This is a bracelet. I actually made this, so that was just really being part of creativity. I was like, my sticker I used, and this because I have my little hair business. Thank you for supporting my small business. So I use that. Just anything. These are really great. They're fun to do. So that's just an idea for someone. I just thought I'll just share that with you guys. If you wanted to do that, you could do it with your kids. You could do it for yourself. It's just a fun little idea to do from year to year, guys. Okay? So and then self-care, putting myself first. Remember to put yourself first. That was one of the things I wanted to implement this year, and it has been changing my life. It's been making me a whole lot happier, putting myself first. And you'll be surprised how hard sometimes it actually is when you're used to actually just filling other people's cups, and yours is empty, and you're not putting yourself first. You'll be surprised when you start to be like, let me fill my cup first, and whatever flows over I can give, and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you're not giving from an empty cup, because trust me, you will feel that. And I'm sure I do not even have to tell all of you that. Remember, if you guys want me to go live on anything, if you want me to go live doing a henna, you must let me know. Okay, guys, let me know if you want me to do that, or live on any topic. If it's any topic you want to discuss, not just actively doing something like physically, but let me know if there are topics y'all want to talk about. Then that gives me an idea of what to talk about and stuff like that, and then we can be going live doing that. Just come kick it together, having some fun with each other, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to connect with you guys, but remember, I also need encouragement as well. When you guys drop comments, hey girl, where you at? Like, where's the next video? I need to hear that, because I'm I'm busy and I'm doing different things. So if I come home, instead of being like, okay, let me just rest for this few minutes, although I am gonna have my days, but if I see that hypes me up to get me like, all right, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So I like that encouragement. I'm that type. I like that encouragement. That keeps me going. That keeps me going. That way I can come here and be with y'all, spend more time with y'all, and we can, keep these videos going, guys. So with that, as always, remember, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share it with people, because like I said, it's a lot of informative videos here. A lot of people can learn from something. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask me those questions. I will definitely make sure I answer is to the best of my knowledge for you guys, okay? So with that, as always, Sharon is Karen, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.